With the help of the previous video, I have now decided that yes, I want to go for a plot that is home construction. Next, what comes to my mind is where exactly and what should I consider before making such a big decision that would impact me. Hello all, I am Mansi. After Kishan's help and valuable insights, it's now my time to resume my research and talk to my colleagues and friends in hopes of getting a shortcut. A shortcut that would also help you save your time and energy. Now, I have made my checklist that is personal to just me, something that would obviously different for each of you. Maybe I want my home to have 2 floors, maybe 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 1 kitchen, 2 halls and some open areas for parking, balcony, terrace and utility. So, depending on how much area would be required to accommodate my requirements, I came up with a tentative carpet area. And based on this, the tentative plot area can be in a range of 1200 to 1500 square feet plot area. I'm just sharing one checkpoint, but having a detailed checklist of mandatory items would help you map plots more accurately. Now say, I'm looking for plots in Bengaluru and hypothetically there are 1000 plots available at this point. With this information, I start mentally filtering them. Filter number 1. Environmental and surrounding factors should be considered to assess its suitability, safety and long-term value. So, I'll exclude all the plots that may be flood-prone, earthquake-prone, may be closer to industries, tech parks which will lead to air, water or noise pollution and may even have soil contamination. But how can I access these data, information? Well, there are a lot of government websites, environmental organizations and research publications that are mentioned in your screen. So, now I may be left with 850 plots. Filter number 2. Market value, price comparison and future growth potential. Let's break this filter into 2 parts. First, I'll identify the remaining areas and plots by predicting that areas A, C, F, G, H will see development in the surrounding areas in the near future, such as transportation systems and commercial or residential projects. And how can I predict which areas will develop in the future? A qualified appraiser can do an independent valuation by analyzing urbanization trends, population growth, expansion plans, and government policies, providing you with an unbiased evaluation, guiding you to make informed decisions and negotiate a reasonable deal. Positive trends and policies will indicate potential property appreciation. So after analyzing, I find that areas A, C, and F will have high resale value, leaving me with around 500 potential lucrative plots. Secondly, to ensure a fair pricing for the plot, I'll compare the asking price of those areas with recent sales of similar properties, considering factors like size, location, and amenities. Next, filter 3. Location and accessibility filter. Once I'm done checking the future growth potential of these areas, I'll start checking for current essential amenities and accessibilities as per my convenience and preferences. Whether areas A, C, and F are close to schools, hospitals, or markets, whether there is proper road connectivity and public transport accessibility, whether there is an easy access to utilities like water, electricity, sewage, and internet connectivity. This comprehensive assessment will help me understand the area's suitability for residential or commercial properties and thereby help me make informed property investment or development decisions, leaving me with say 300 plots. Next comes filter 4. Zoning and land use regulations. Zoning laws categorize land into zones such as residential, commercial, industrial, or agriculture. Local bodies set rules for each zone, dictating what activities are allowed. Adhering to zoning laws is crucial as it avoids legal issues, safeguards investment, and promotes public health and harmony within a community, maximizing the plot's potential for development or investment. It is also these zoning laws that helps us understand restrictions like setbacks and high limits before proceeding. Filter 5. Size and dimensions. Remember the last time I discussed having a personal checklist? This is exactly where it would help me. With complete knowledge about the zoning regulations of my shortlisted areas, it would help me understand the tentative size and dimension of the plot for the intended requirement. So now, maybe I'm left with around 150 plots. Filter number 6. Financing and payment terms. My budget and affordability plays a major role in narrowing down the plots. Everything else on one side, but I also understand that the purchasing plot is just one part of the entire process. I'll also need to invest a bigger chunk of my budget in constructing the residential or commercial space, followed by interiors and other miscellaneous requirements. So, if I am not very critical and disciplined about my limitations, it would be difficult for me in the later stages. So, based on this filter, I may lose another 100 plots, leaving me with 50. Filter number 7. Legal ownership and title deed. At this point, I would like to have an assurance that the seller actually possesses a clear and marketable title. So, I would conduct a thorough title search via public records to validate ownership. There are a lot of plots available without proper and legal documentation, and this last stage of filter would leave me with maybe around 15 to 20 such plots. Now, I will go ahead and choose the plot or plots that I find the most suitable for my requirements. And lastly, I would acquire title insurance for protection against undisclosed issue. I'll also check and resolve any encumbrances, liens and disputes affecting the property like mortgages, easements, zoning violations and boundary issues. Once I have obtained the title deed, I will now seek legal review to address any discrepancies. Following these steps will ensure a secure investment with clear ownership rights under my name, free from all legal complexities. If you liked what you heard and saw, leave us a like. And if you have any questions or content recommendations, leave us a comment below. See you soon only at Brick and Bolt.